Welcome to my kingdom. Hell Creek. Yeah. Back when the map was a swamp with a pulse in it, I was the consequence, stomping and crushing it. Ripples crossed the water before I came into view. Whole swamp, read the warning, better hide, I'm coming through. 8 tons, straight menace, frame prehistoric, head so enormous, the scale seemed metaphoric. 5-foot skull with the force of a vice, why would I throw hands? One chomp ends your life. My nose caught a trace when the breeze switched direction. Locked on the scent with ruthless precision. Eyes face forward, laser locked on the prey. Picked out the weak one the moment astray. Thick legs bore the weight, every stride stayed exact. Long tail held me steady when I turned to attack. 50-some teeth, each buried in brutal bite. Twist, pull, turn a ribcage to noodles. Tiny arms, that's the joke they keep selling. Stay it up close, see how that plays out. Don't need hands when my mouth does the killing. Just one snap of the jaw and it's lights out. I got a crown in my teeth, not a crown on my head. Every step shook the ground, every bite left them dead. You can run, you can hide, you can pray, you can plead, but the crown in my teeth is the last thing you'll see. Is the last thing you'll see. I patrolled every border enforcing the ordinance. Each track I left was a mark of my dominance. Cattails bowed low as I moved through the march. The whole range shook to the beat of my march. I knew every pathway they cut through the reeds. No need for top speed, I knew when they'd feed. Every slope, every turn, every steep embankment. Put prey where I wanted, that's patience and placement. You think survival is cardio? Nah, it's geometry. Banks, bends, and bottlenecks, death by topography. Your whole herd moving together, adorable plan. Dinner comes packed like sardines in a can. One duck bill broke, rank got cut from the herd. I read every tremor, every twitch that occurred. The mud sealed his fate, killed his speed and his zeal. No chase, no debate, I just made him a meal. Hunted or scavenged, both end on a platter. Fresh meat, dead meat, why should it matter? Call me rational, tactical, naturally radical. Passing up dinner completely impractical. I cross paths with Triceratops, a tank on the plane. 3 horns, thick skull, built to challenge my brain. No charge, no clash, just a stare, then it cleared. Even giants knew the ruler when he appeared. I got a crown in my teeth, not a crown on my head. Every step shook the ground, every bite left them dead. You can run, you can hide, you can pray, you can bleed, but the crown in my teeth is the last thing you'll see. Then the horizon flashed, and the daylight turned red. The ground rolled beneath me, rivers climbed from their beds. Heat fell from the heavens, till the tree line caught flame. Hide scorched lungs burning, still I stayed in the game. Every breath tasted bitter, every step became war. But I dragged that crown onward like I'd done it before. I was death with a heartbeat too hard in the fall. I survived every season, outlasted them all. It took fire from heaven that extinguished the sun, to do what no living thing ever had done. When the forest went silent and the last daylight fled, I didn't bow to extinction, I stood till I was dead. Yeah. Long before science, my bones inspired legends. Dragons, giants, monsters, imagined from remnants. Built terror from fragments, gave nightmares their breath. Still haunting their stories long after I left. Then pick struck stone in the Hell Creek clay. Exposed this buried monarch to the light of day. Piece after piece, they assembled my frame. My bones told the story of tyrant by name. They studied each fracture with scar and pathology. Turned damage to data, rebuilt my biology. Scanned every specimen with computed tomography. Mapped muscle to motion through digital technology. They raised up my skeleton, stretched through the hall. Kids stared up in silence as my shadow climbed the wall. Say, dinosaur, what's the first silhouette? Big head, long tail, 2 fingers, what you expect? There go the arms again, seriously, let it go. 66 million years dead, the joke is so old. You wouldn't judge a wrecking ball by the size of its chain. So why is that same cheap shot still rattling your brain? I became movies, toys, logos, attractions. Birthday cake, frosting, and theme park reactions. From classroom walls to blockbuster features, I conquered your culture like I conquered the creatures. Predator, pedigree, pressure bred elite. Millions of years made the blueprint complete. No throne handed down, no royal decree. I rose to the top, every inch earned by me. Before rappers had beef, before kings had a seat, I was the real OG with the crown in my teeth. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
last thing you'll see. 66 million years later, the world still remembers me. Tiny arms, big legacy.